Are companies in danger of overemphasising the financials? Now that's quite a contentious issue, and to explore that today is Professor Mike Bourne. Now Mike, how can we possibly overemphasise the financials, particularly at the moment in the current situation?
Companies have got to survive and they've got to live to today, especially in the market that we're in. But if they ignore the future, it really hits their long-term development, their survival and their share price. So it is a real issue for companies today.
Let's have a look at this in more detail. Every single managing director I would speak to would say, of course, the future is important. But, what's your experience having gone into a number of companies and seeing how they actually operate in practice?
Well, you've got companies that are really focusing on the financials in terms of their bonus structure. And that really makes people very short term. And I've got one organisation I'm working with at present where divisional managing directors are actually turning around and saying, if I deliver my bonus for this year, I'm going to destroy the business over the next 2 to 3 years. And suddenly they're realising that because they've been doing that for 2 or 3 years, they haven't been investing in the future capabilities and resources that the company needs. And it's a real issue. We've got another client that's in at present who we've been taking through the process of thinking about their strategy. And for the last 12 months, they've been recovering from a reorganisation. They've got the structure right, but they haven't focused on what they needed to deliver. And so by making the strategy very explicit to them, getting them to plan, we've taken their heads above the parapet and actually, in the short term, turn their financial performance around by thinking about the future.
So thinking about the future is key, even though managing for today is really, really important.
It is. Just take a couple of examples. BT, for example, a few years ago, was performing exceptionally well, quarter on quarter profitability, great. What was happening to the share price? It kept falling. The reason for that was the analysts didn't believe they'd actually addressed the technological changes that were happening in the marketplace that one day was really going to affect the business. Hence, profits up, share price falling. Let's take a second example. Tesco's a few years ago announced they expected the UK grocery market to fall. It wouldn't grow as fast as it did in the future as it had done in the past. What happened to Tesco's share price? It actually went up on that announcement, simply because the analysts believed that maybe Tesco understood what they would do, what was happening in the UK market, and were doing something about it. So actually sometimes announcing bad news to analysts is a refreshing approach, because analysts then believe that you understand the problems, the structural problems that are affecting your business, and are prepared to do something about it, which improves the future.
So the message has got to be then, keep a close ear to the ground about what are the key indicators of things that in the future are going to hit you if you don't do something about it, and then make sure you do it.
That's absolutely right. You've got your current performance, but it will only last for so long. Your customers are being courted by your competitors. What are the new products, services, the things that you can do in the future that will keep them loyal to you and grow your business? That is what it's all about. And analysts understand that as much as they understand the last quarter's results.
And that's based on hard-nosed experience of you watching companies and seeing how they actually perform, as opposed to the way they say they are performing.
It's doing that and talking to the buy-side analysts who are looking at the data that's in front of them.
Mike, thank you very much.